If you're watching this video, you probably live in an English-speaking country. And if you live in an English-speaking country, you probably have come across at least one person who speaks another language.
I've seen some of these documentaries.
Now, obviously, you probably have no idea what they're saying, but most of the time, you can tell what language it is by the aura they give off. So I went ahead and compiled a tier list of the most spoken languages in the world, and I'm gonna be ranking them by which ones I think give off the most aura. Now, if you don't know what aura is defined by the distinctive atmosphere or quality that seems to surround or be generated by a person. A good example of someone who has aura is me. And before we get started, I just want to say that I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad by making this video. This is just for fun. So please don't get offended. I love everybody. The first language we have on the list is the one I'm currently speaking, English. Now, there are many different English accents depending on where you're from. There's the British accent.
Of which location do you reside, my young fellow?
The Australian accent.
Nah, it's not going on like that, mate, so I jumped in my car.
But for the sake of this video, I'm going to be focusing on the American accent because we don't have one. We just speak normally here. English is one of those languages where the amount of aura you give off completely depends on how fancy you sound when you speak. Like if you have good manners, good grammar, good vocabulary, you're gonna give off aura. If you walk into a room and start talking, people are gonna listen to you. But there are some things people do in English that makes them lose aura. Like using too much slang in a sentence. For example, New Yorkers will say the most outlandish slang word and then make you feel stupid for not understanding them.
You stupid.
A New Yorker's response to, "Alright bro, I'll see you later," is safety. The average person isn't gonna have any idea what that means. There is honestly nothing special about English. I'm gonna put it at C tier. The amount of aura it gives off is just average. El siguiente idioma que tenemos en la lista es el español. Me personally, I feel like Spanish gives off aura in two different scenarios. The first one is whenever Messi speaks. Look, we don't hear the GOAT speak too often, but whenever we do, it's always magnificent. The second is when someone who you wouldn't expect to be able to speak Spanish starts speaking Spanish out of nowhere. If you want quick and easy aura, Spanish is a language to learn. You don't even gotta be fluent either. You just gotta know enough to order at a Mexican restaurant or to rizz up Latinas.
Hey, yo, what the?
But other than that, I feel like Spanish is just like English. It doesn't give off too much aura, but it's definitely above average. I'm gonna give it a B. The next language we have on the list is French. Whenever I hear French people speak, they always sound confused.
What the hell is even that?
Like every single sentence in their language sounds like a question to me.
I had a good day today.
J'ai passé une bonne journée aujourd'hui.
And if you want aura, you gotta be confident. And this isn't me saying that French people aren't confident. It's just that their alphabet and the way their words are pronounced don't set them up to have a ton of aura. The only word I can think of in French that has aura, and I'm gonna try to say this correctly, is croissant. So for that reason, I'm gonna give French a C for croissant. I'm gonna have to be very careful when I rate this next language. German is one of the most aggressive and rough languages I have ever heard. Whenever I hear someone speak German, they always sound super angry. Let's play a game. Imagine what the word butterfly sounds like in German. I'll give you 3 seconds. Schmetterling. Bro, I don't know what it is, but German to me sounds like if crunching up tinfoil was a language. Bro, literally think of any word and go see how it's pronounced in German. You're gonna have nightmares for the next week. German is getting F tier for negative aura. The next language we have on our list is Italian. I'm not gonna lie, Italian sounds to me just like French, except their sentences go up and down more. I guess I don't know how to explain it. The only time I've ever heard people speak Italian in real life is when two Italians who live outside of Italy meet for the first time. They say one sentence to each other in Italian and then they go back to speaking English. I have no idea where to put this one. It gives off more aura than German, but not as much as French. I'm gonna put it at D tier. The next language we have on a list is Portuguese. The only time I've ever heard anyone speak Portuguese is when I watched the UFC.
Fight! Finish him!
For some reason, almost every single Brazilian fighter in the UFC only does their interviews in Portuguese. And when they do speak English, it goes like this.
I will destroy him. I will hit him so badly. I know who he is. He hasn't a good mindset. He has bad mindset. His mindset.
To me, Portuguese sounds very similar to Spanish. Some people call it spicy Spanish, but I still feel like Portuguese gives off average aura. I'm gonna put it at C tier along with English and French. We are now moving on to the East Asian languages. Mandarin Chinese. Out of the 3 East Asian languages I'm gonna rate in this video, I think that Chinese gives off the least amount of aura. Kind of similar to German, I feel like Chinese sounds rough and aggressive. Whenever I hear people speak Chinese in public, even if they're having a normal conversation, it always sounds like they're fighting. And I don't know why, but to me, Mandarin Chinese just doesn't sound epic the same way the other East Asian languages do. Compared to the other East Asian languages, Chinese gives off negative aura. I'm gonna put it at F tier. If you watch anime, you know damn well that the correct way to watch anime is in Japanese with English subtitles. I don't watch anime anymore, but when I was younger, nothing compares to how epic Naruto's Japanese voice acting was. I don't even need to give you guys a specific show to watch to know how much aura Japanese has. Literally watch any clip from any anime, you're gonna be shivering in your boots from how much aura they have.
Oh, shiver my timbers!
Bro, whenever I hear a Japanese person speak, I feel like I'm about to embark on an epic journey to save the world. This is the CEO of Nintendo, Shigeru Miyamoto. Tell me this does not project unmatched aura. Japanese has unmatched aura. I think it's obvious I'm gonna give it an S. The final East Asian language we have on the list is Korean. Korean gives off almost as much aura as Japanese in my opinion. I haven't heard too much Korean, but I did watch Squid Games in Korean and that show was epic. I still haven't watched season 2 yet, but when I do, I'm gonna watch it in Korean because I saw a clip of the English voice acting and it's just awful.
Played these games before! I said I played these games before!
Bro, I don't know what it is about Korean and Japanese that makes it give off so much aura. There's literally no way to explain it unless you hear it for yourself. Korean gives off almost as much aura as Japanese, so I'm gonna put it at A tier. If you clicked on this video expecting me to make fun of Indians once I got to Hindi, you're wrong. Whenever people think of India, they always think of call centers and scamming. Believe it or not, I've watched my fair share of Bollywood movies, and this guy Shah Rukh Khan, he's got aura, bro.
Salam alaikum.
I am sorry, India. Hopefully you guys can work your way up to D tier in the future, but for right now, I'm gonna leave you guys at F. The next language we have on the list is Russian. If you ask anybody what they know about Russia, they're gonna say Khabib and they're gonna say the mafia. Russian has to be the most stoic language in the world. I have met a fair share of Russians in my life, and I don't think I've ever heard them laugh once. I'm sure we've all seen the Russian hitman pranks back in 2015, but that was 10 years ago. Okay, some of you guys have seen the Russian hitman videos back in 2015.
Look at this. You're telling me this is not yours. Is that real? Yes, we spoke last week. Hey! What, excuse me?
I don't know what, nothing. I don't know nothing.
Did you take it?
No, I didn't know. I don't
It
know
was
nothing.
you.
I don't know nothing.
What do you don't know nothing?
I don't know nothing.
What happened?
I don't know.
You didn't see anything,
I
right?
didn't see nothing.
But I think it goes without saying, Russian aura is unmatched. I'm gonna put it at S tier. The next language we have on the list is Turkish. Now, even though I've been to Turkey, I feel like I haven't heard this one that much. But to me, Turkish kind of sounds like Arabic, except with like a different skin on.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Turkish definitely gives off more aura than most of these languages. I'm gonna put it at B tier. The next language we have on the list is Arabic. أنا برأيي العربي أفخم لغة بالعالم. If you know how to speak Arabic, you automatically have unmatched aura, bro. Everyone wishes they could speak Arabic. We got British and Canadian people incorporating wallahi into their slang. We got people saying habibi and habibti left and right. And everyone's dream vacation spot is Dubai. I think it's safe to say that Arabic's aura is at an all-time high right now. And it's only going up from here. I'm not being biased at all, but I think it's obvious that Arabic has the most aura in the planet right now. So it's going straight to S tier. The next language we have on the list is Farsi. Farsi is a language that's spoken by Persian people. I honestly haven't heard this one too much, but I feel like Farsi is one of those languages that sounds like Arabic to me, except with like a different skin on. I honestly don't have too much to say about Farsi. I'm just gonna put it at D tier. The next and final language we have on the list is Nigerian. I used to have a Nigerian friend back in the day, and I maybe heard his dad speak one time. This probably won't make any sense, but Nigerian people, when they speak, you can tell exactly what emotion they're feeling for each word. I can imitate most accents, but Nigerian, I'm not even gonna try. Since my Nigerian friend's dad had aura, I'm gonna put Nigerian at A tier. Here's my official tier list of which languages have the most aura. I personally believe that Arabic has the most aura out of all of these. Let me know in the comments what languages you speak and which language you think has the most aura. But when it comes to languages, aura isn't the only thing that matters, so watch this video where I rank countries based on their accent.